Well, hello everyone. We're back with another video. Actually, it's a continuation of the last one that we did. This is my grandson, Rock.
Nice to meet everyone.
There were some things that were left off, some topics that we had planned to discuss. We're not going to keep you very long. One of them was when I was talking about preparation for what's coming. One of the main things that you need to take in consideration is paying off debts. Now, I always talk to him about, making sure that you have an emergency fund. And if you have not started one, I hope that you do as soon as possible. So, well, it take all I can. Honey, if you don't do but a few dollars a week, that adds up. Everything adds up. Because, if something should happen, especially in a job, what the heck? Okay. In a job where, say you get laid off, or you're forced off, then you don't have to make a quick decision or do something that you probably don't want to do without having a chance to think about it, because you do have something to fall back on. And one of the questions that...
Yeah, I was going to ask you, are you suggesting that you pay debt off to like the I guess like big debt, or are you talking about like the like regular debt that you owe to other people?
Sun's shining and it's raining.
I think it's coming from the tree.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. That's what I do. I'm actually talking about any debt, and especially like personal debt from one person to another. It's my opinion that you should pay personal debt back with the same enthusiasm that you borrowed it from. Mm-hmm. Okay? If someone was kind enough to help you in a situation, you should do the right thing and get it back to them as soon as possible, or whatever you agreed on.
Right.
Because not just because, I might need them again.
Right.
No, that's not the point. The point is that they thought enough of you to help you out of your situation. So you should think enough of them to give it back.
And would you assume to give them more than what they gave you, or
if that's what's put in your spirit to give them more than what you got, then yes, I would say do that. There's no downside to that at all.
Right.
And again, in case you do have to go back, and I hope you don't, because you done figured out a solution for whatever the issue was. But in case you did have to do it again, they wouldn't hesitate. If they can help you, they will.
They know that you'll pay back what you owe.
Yeah, that you're trustworthy. That's
Mm-hmm.
the main thing. And then the big debts, say credit cards or go on now, whatever other kind of bigger debt that you may have. I'm telling you, you need to go ahead and pay that off as quick as you can, so that you are not beholden whenever this thing jumps off, whatever it may be. Like I said, I'm not a fortune teller. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but I kind of think that debt will be a bad mark against you to whatever degree. So yes. And that's the thing. Come on now. If you borrow something, give it back. And if you have credit cards that you know you can't pay, don't use them. Okay? Just don't.
Can't live beyond your means.
No, you can't. And you know, I know a lot of times people say, well, I pay it next month. I do. Because the main thing is you're supposed to pay it off monthly. And whatever your debt is that month, that's what you pay off. And that helps build your credit.
Right.
That part I understand. And I try to, let you know that part. But when you just keep piling it on, thinking something gonna fall out the sky or something good gonna happen, or you waiting on them powers that be to send you that little stimulus check. Don't be beholden to nobody. One thing I was taught as a child too, you don't owe no man nothing but love. And if you handle your business as you should. Now I know things happen and emergencies come up. Don't get me wrong, I'm not talking about that. But if you take something or you do something with credit or you borrow money from somebody with no intentions of doing the right thing, that will come back to bite you in your butt. And not necessarily from that person, but just like when you do good, it comes back around, whether you call it karma, reaping what you sow, whatever you want to call it. Do the right thing. That's one of the other things I wanted to talk about was, and this is most important, I think, because I'm trying to get you guys to do the right thing for your body. And we talk about the immune system all the time. Your immune system is your, what should I call it? It's the thing that will keep you going while you waiting on whatever's going on out here. Your immune system will take care of you if you take care of it. With that said, too, when I was talking about the the shortage of food that may be coming, that is coming. You need to learn to eat less. And I said that in another video. We all need to learn to eat less. Now, I do a lot of intermittent fasting. Look that up. So that your body can get adjusted to not always eating. And in fact, your stomach will shrink to a degree where it won't tell your brain you need to eat. Okay, so you need to learn how to fast too. There's always a good outcome in that, because you get rid of all that stuff that's stuck in there. You get rid of it in a timely manner. And I was told by the person I told you about with the Chinese medicine that you should always fast after the new moon. Because, not the new moon, the full moon. When the new moon is coming in, that means rejuvenation and rebuilding. So you need to do at least a 3 to 5 day fast to get rid of whatever you had that month before, and get used to doing that. And anytime you eat, you overindulge, which you should not be doing.
Right, yeah.
That's what we're trying to stop us from doing.
It's hard sometimes, though.
I know. Trust me, I know. I always tell the people I'm guilty of the same. Maybe not to the same degree as some folk, but guilt is guilt. Don't make no difference.
So when you're fasting, is it the same time every day? Like, can you switch up the times of the times you fast every day?
Well, I don't know how that works. For me, I do. Cause see, what people don't realize too is that when you sleeping, that's part of your fasting time.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So if you say you eat, your last meal may be at 7 o'clock. That's the latest I'm gonna give you, 7 o'clock. uh, you stop eating at 7 o'clock. So from then up until, because you know, a lot of times I don't eat till after 1, sometimes 2 o'clock in the
Right.
afternoon.
Yeah.
Because I'm drinking my water, and that kind of helps to keep me full. But when I wake up in the morning, I'm not hungry. Because my body, I guess, has gotten used to not eating like that.
Okay.
So I'm not telling y'all to do nothing that I'm not trying to do myself.
Right. Right.
And I eat between that window. My intention was to eat between 12 and 7.
Okay.
But a lot of times, what we call breakfast, you split that word up, break, fast. But see, they change up the words. Okay, they fix it. Okay, anyway. You breaking your fast, and a lot of times I don't break my fast until, now I may have some juice or something liquid.
Is that really considered breaking your fast?
I'm not eating anything that my body would have to digest.
Right.
So I don't think so.
Okay.
Somebody may know different. If you do, put it down in the comments. Let me know. But so far, it has helped me a lot. And between fasting and learning how to cook for yourself, and you don't always have to cook. You can eat, like you like to eat carrots raw. And I have learned to eat other vegetables raw. Of course, I may have a little salsa or some guacamole or something to that effect to go with it.
Mm-hmm.
But eating raw vegetables and fruit is very good for you.
I love eating fruit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So it's very good for you. One thing I will say, if people thinking that this lack of food or the shortages, remember one thing. Out of everything else, the powers that hold the control of your food controls the people. And at some point, if it gets to where people can't get food, that's when you're going to see the chaos. People will do things they wouldn't ordinarily do to feed themselves or their families. I don't know what the reason may be, and it doesn't matter. But I do know that stuff will hit the fan if they can't get what they want.
Mm-hmm.
Or what they need. The other thing, I told you about working with your hands and the education. I didn't go into education because I know, and I'm not knocking folk who have degrees. Please do not take it as that. What I'm saying is that there's more competition between people who have a degree and someone who knows how to work with their hands. There's a lot less competition when you have a skill and once you know what you know, they can't take that from you, of course.
That's just to certify you, right? With the education.
That's what they want you to think. That piece of paper supposedly says you know
that you are certified
that you're certified to do certain things. But working with your hands, they don't have to give you no certification. Once you know how to put something together, take something apart, or create something, that cannot be taken. And some things you teach yourself, whether you go to somebody who knows how to do what you're doing or what you want to learn how to do, or if you go read book, get videos, go YouTube, however you decide to do it. But it will come in handy, trust me. Whether you're a craft person and craft, that ain't cute. Well, craft, like the soap making I was talking about, learning how to sew, to be able to make garments or repair garments, that's gonna be important. There are all kind of different skills out there, and you just find something, small engine repair. Got that from the airplane. Again, knowing how to take things apart and put them back together, how to install things, how to learn how to maybe operate big equipment.
Yeah.
Because there's always some building or something going on, or some kind of construction. All of that's important. Just find something that you think you going, and it's okay. Because I changed my career many times over the years before I, finally stuck with something. But you don't know if you don't know how to step out of your comfort zone to learn to do something different, and it may be a little challenging because it's not something that you already know how to do, but the reward is immeasurable.
Right.
So yeah, think about trying to learn to do something out of your comfort zone, but something that you might want to stick with. And then if you find that maybe that's not what you want to do, go on to the next thing. That's where your plan A, B, and C, and so on come from. You keep going.
Right.
Don't stop. You can sit in the middle of the road, but you'll get run over. Okay. You need.
Especially if you ain't moving.
If you ain't moving, you will get run over.
Yep.
So yeah, always keep moving toward. And failure does not mean that that, or what you may think is a failure, may not necessarily mean that you're done.
I know it can discourage some people sometimes when they fail on something.
Yep.
And I speak that from experience. That
Yeah.
some people can get very discouraged, or in their own heads, thinking that, oh, I can't come back from this, or it's gonna be hard coming back from what I just lost. But if you keep your mind to it and keep going forward, something eventually will,
If
come
you're
onto
doing
the
it for
light.
the right intentions and going that way, yeah, something good gonna happen.
Yeah.
We both know how it's, you think that people be disappointed, you worrying about what other people gonna think, or you got to be well within yourself and within your spirit, because even if you miss out the first time, maybe the second or third time, do not stop, because eventually that goal that you have created for yourself, you will get to it as long as you keep going forward.
Keep going. Yeah.
You never know, if you quit, you never know how, what it will feel like to actually make it if you just quit.
And I know that some people even get knocked back a few steps,
Yeah.
and that could probably
That knock
make
your
them even more
wind out.
disturbed.
Yeah, knock your wind
So,
out.
even if that happens, still try to move forward in any way you can, and just look ahead. Don't look back. So
Now, I will say something about that. Any way you can. I won't say any way you can. I'm gonna say whatever you can live with, because we all got choices. I tell you that.
Right.
Whatever your choice is, be prepared. Whether it's for whatever the outcome is, whether it's good or whether it's bad.
mm-hmm.
People say, "Oh, I didn't have no choice." Oh, yes, you do.
Everybody got a choice.
Everybody got a choice. So if your choice is a good one, and sometimes you don't always know, you may get knocked on your butt because you thought you was doing, doing a good thing. But that's okay. Just learn from what you did. Don't worry about what you don't have or what didn't happen. Don't worry, but think about and glean off of the good part that happened.
Right.
And I hate to keep calling them failures, but I don't have a better word back right now. All failures are a teachable moment.
Right.
So whether or not you get the right outcome, that's on you. Because if you don't think about it before you proceed, you're gonna wind up. And y'all, this is what I want to know. There are people out there who last year, they was in a year before last and the one before that, they were doing the same thing. They call it insanity when you do the same thing over again, thinking you're gonna get a different outcome. They doing the same thing, and then they wonder why is this happening to me? How come I can't do something? Well, dummy, you still doing the same thing you would. Well, I shouldn't call him a dummy. Sorry, that's just grandma.
Just call it how it is, you know.
That's the Fred Sanford coming out. But yeah, if you keep doing the same thing and then expect something to be different, and this is the other thing, especially in a year's time, you find yourself in the same spot that you were in a year ago, then that means you're not doing something.
Ain't doing something right.
You're not going toward a betterment. You still hanging on to whatever was, or you sitting back waiting on something to come to you, which that's your granddaddy. Or whatever your reason is. That's not good, because you can't get out of that rut if you don't make a move towards something different. Or change. Yeah, that part. You definitely need to make a change. Don't go looking to other people for your happiness. You got to be happy with yourself and the choices that you make before you can't give what you don't have.
Right.
Or what you have not experienced. So you need to work on yourself first before you try to work on other folk. Because you can't make people change. You can't make people think like you. You can voice your opinion, but you can't change how people feel. You cannot change none of that. All you can change is the way you react to certain things, and situations, and people. And if you got people that trigger you, where they give you them bad vibes, you got people who cause you to get out of your comfort zone in a bad way, you need to let them go.
Let them go.
So I think that was all I wanted to add. Did you have anything you want to add this time around?
I don't.
Maybe the next time.
Maybe next time.
He kind of camera shy, y'all.
A little bit. Still trying to get right.
Okay, well, it's all right. Yeah, we keep it moving,
yeah,
right?
Gotta keep it moving,
There you go. All right, guys, that's it for now. We'll see you in the next video. Be blessed. Peace and love to you.
Peace and love.